Oh man, everyone's going analog in 2026. Man, everyone's getting off their phones and that's so trendy now. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex if you're new. And on this channel, we talk all things cozy hobbies, crafty girl things, being creative even if you don't feel like the typical kind of creative person. We sprinkle in mom life. I'm a Christian, so there's talks about Jesus, but really truly probably the overarching thing is like hobbies, enjoying hobbies, cozy hobbies, living your life with hobbies, and then other things are sprinkled within that also are just a part of me and naturally flow out of me. So if you're into that, any of that, stick around, hang out. Analog living, analog life, going analog in 2026. It is trending. And I feel like there are two camps. People who are like, yes, like full on, let's go on that trend and like let's enjoy it and embrace it. And then people who are like, ooh, should I? Like, ooh, it's trending, like, ooh. Now here's my take, here's my opinion. And I actually shared a little bit of this in last week's video when I talked through my journal ecosystem. My thought is this: who actually cares if going analog life is trending? Like, I don't know, I feel like this is one of the best trends for us in the year 2026. Like, if you're a millennial, potentially even Gen Z, potentially even a little bit older, wherever you fall, older, younger, right around my age in your 30s, like it really actually does not matter. Like, age aside, we could all use a little less screen time, right? We could all use a little less screen time. We could all use a little more present living, a little more presence, a little more focus. Like, if you are able to get through a YouTube video, you should pat yourself on the back, because most people in today's world cannot even get through or sit through a 10-minute video. And so, anyway, I see zero harm in the inspiration, in the enjoyment, all of it, that the analog life, going analog hobbies, whatever. I'm like, the more the merrier, because it's inspiring people. It's giving people new ideas. So many of us, like I'm speaking from a place of myself, but it's like so many of us, myself included, all we were waiting for was like ideas and like inspiration. Like I didn't know half of what I know now in terms of like what existed. And like, it's not like I didn't know, but it's like, it wasn't in my face. You know what I mean? Like, for example, adult coloring books. Like, having an adult coloring book was never really in my face. Oh God, all the markers fall out. I didn't really see people like there was a time where I didn't really see people coloring. You know what I mean? Similarly, junk journaling. It's like I didn't know about it until the internet. And then when I found out about it, I was like, wait, I love that. Let me start my own. Side note though, so many, I'm kind of referencing my table because the table has all the hobbies we're going to talk about today. So many of my current hobbies, and I think that this is very common for most people who are like becoming hobbyists or like really delving into hobbies, so many of them are reflective of things I loved as a child. And that really checks out. So many of my current hobbies and current interests are reflective of things that little Lexi loved. And that is beautiful, and it speaks like volumes. And I feel like there's so much depth there that I'm not even gonna get into in this video, but yeah, everyone's hobbies are gonna be different. I do honestly have a lot of analog hobbies, but I will say I have sought those out, because the more I've like learned about the analog life, going analog, the more I've craved it, the more I've desired it. I've always felt pushback and tension with online. Like, I love it. I love social media. I love Pinterest. I love YouTube. But I also, it's two heads of the coin, because it's like, it does something to my soul when I'm on it too much. But I do also love it because I get inspiration, and I love some certain people that I follow, and like I love connecting, and so there's so much good, and there's also a lot of like harm, like doom scrolling a little too long, finding out too much information at once, like just or like trying to escape on your phone. I've been through seasons where I've like just escaped or tried to escape my reality buy online, and it's just so unhealthy. So anyway, hobbies. Okay, so my rant about like, who cares if it's trending? That's over, okay? I'm like, I kind of want someone to fight me. Fight me on it. Like, who cares if it's trending? Genuinely though, I do. I'm like, I don't get why there would be any pushback about this trending. And if you have pushback, let me know, because I'm like, I just don't get why would anyone not want this to trend? Like, girl can rap because I've been talking for 10 minutes already. If you are anything like me and you want to go analog in 2026, you're looking for some more cozy hobbies, some inspiration to add to your list for this brand new year, this is the video for you, girl. We've got hobbies on hobbies, okay? So buckle up, let's get started. This is in no particular order because I am indeed a very, very type B gal. First things first on our analog hobby list. I would say that word search and Sudoku books are some of my favorite cozy hobbies at the moment. My Sudoku is upstairs and my baby is napping, and I am not risking going up there just to show you the book. But I actually got my Sudoku book at the dollar store, and I promised myself once I completed like several of those puzzles, I would get myself like a nice one, because honestly the dollar store one, the quality is not great. Like the ink has rubbed like from one side to the other. It's not great, but I did want to see, do I even like this anymore? Because I used to play it like in middle school, haven't played it since, and so I wanted to make sure, do I even like this? Can I even do this? And I do, I like it a lot. So I'm gonna get a nice book eventually, but my current one is upstairs. Word search though, so fun. I put those two in the same kind of category, like games, puzzles. Another one is crosswords. That's not for me, but it might be for you. In a similar vein, pouch kind of will go in and out of my bag depending, but I have like a little checker set in here. This is just on the go checkers, a deck of cards at all times. New to my bag is my little Camp Snap Pro camera. My husband got me this for Christmas, and I love this because I want to take photos of my kids throughout our days, but I also really, really, really do try to keep my phone upstairs, and I only try to have it downstairs or around them. Or well, that's not true. I keep it upstairs or in a drawer in our kitchen, but I really only try to use it around them if it's necessity. I really have to do something super urgent. I'm on a phone call with my mom, or like maybe memoing a friend. But I don't really want to use it like beyond that. Like I try so hard to keep it away because otherwise I will be tempted to scroll. I'm not above that. And yeah, so anyway, for taking photos of them throughout the days, but also like, I think this is such a fun thing to bring out. I have yet to bring it out because like I said, I just got it for Christmas, but loving this. So analog, so fun. And yeah. And then Cue List. This game, girl, if you are looking genuinely, that sound like an ad, but I kid you not, if you're looking for an analog game, or like just a game, not even, I mean, it is an analog, but just a game that kind of boosts your dopamine in the way that a scroll session does. This is a 12-letter dice game. You shake out these dice, you roll them onto your surface, onto your table, and then basically the objective is to make connecting words with the 12 letters that you get. It is so fun. And for me, it's such like a quick thing. Like I will literally do this in front of my kids or like with them around me. Like if I'm just like, I need a minute. Like I don't know what it is. It's something about probably shaking out the dice and then like forming letters, using a different part of my brain, thinking a little bit. It's very grounding for me. It's very resetting for me. I love it. And it's not as like long-winded as like a word search, which I can't really focus and do like that well with my kids around. Same thing for like Sudoku. It's like I kind of need to do Sudoku alone. But this, it's like kind of on the quicker side. It can be tricky. Like I've gotten X's and like the letter X, or like, you know, trickier letters in here. And it's called Cue List because there's no Q, but every other letter is included. So I've gotten like Z's and X, and like, you know, you're like, what word am I gonna do? And sometimes I just re-roll, but it is so fun. Like I do share this link. Like I have posted a TikTok shop link about this game like twice, but no one's paying me on YouTube to say anything nice. I just really, really love it. And it's like this older gentleman who created it. the company. Anyway, I'm singing their praises because like Q-less is that game. Q-less is that game. Okay. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Next up is watercolors. I've said it before, but I am such a like novice watercolorer. This is a new palette that I just got for Christmas for my mom, and I'm so excited because it has metallic and neon colors, and I don't know why, that just makes me so giddy. I also really want to decorate the front and back with stickers. This is my old palette, which I've had for a year now. I got this last year for Christmas, or like, I guess like 2024 Christmas. But she's very well loved, and she still has a lot of life, a lot of juice. So anyway, watercolor, I'm not at all good. I'm not like a professional at all. My mom can actually paint. She like literally knows what she's doing. Me, I'm like drawing lines. It's very, again, it's kind of a grounding, like peaceful, calming thing where I'm like, I'll draw lines, or I'll draw like stars or blueberries or hearts. I like to make cards with watercolor, like just very basic elementary swirls. Very simple, but very fun. And again, it kind of goes back, for me, it goes back to, you don't have to be the most creative girl in the room to be creative and to enjoy creativity. Like God has placed it within you. Let it come out. You know what I mean? Okay. Similar vein, my doodle book. Love this thing. You guys have seen this for sure on this channel, but a very low pressure, low effort situation. I will write quotes. This is one of my favorites. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. Love. But yeah, lifter of my head. I just randomly doodle in here, but then also like my kids. Oh, do more things that make you forget to check your phone. Remember that video? That was a fun one. But my kids will doodle in here too. Oh yeah, like they'll just draw stuff in here. So I'm not like precious with it. There's no sentimental value, which is nice to have something that you aren't so like, oh my gosh, I don't want this to get messed up, because you can just really be free. I've even painted in here before at some point. I'm not gonna waste time to find it. But on the flip side, so that doodle book, not sentimental, but my junk journal and my family's little scrapbook, very sentimental. Y'all have seen my junk journal. This is like the thing I've shared the most on this channel, so I'm not gonna like go into it, but love her. This is the hobby that started all the other hobbies for me. And if you're new to this channel, like binge watch my page, okay? Because I talk a lot about that. And then similarly, this one too, family. Actually, yeah, my literal last video, I talked about this one, so leaving those there. This is not analog, but of course, reading. I do love my Kindle. I really do. It's not, I guess, it's not technically analog, obviously, because it's a screen, but it's a better for you screen. I read this a lot at night when I'm nursing my baby. This is what I grab instead of my phone. And that was the reason I ended up getting it, was because I noticed when I was nursing at night, I got this in May for Mother's Day technically, but I was nursing at night or anytime, and I was just on my phone. And I was like, what in the world? Getting a Kindle was a nice replacement for that. My pocket notebooks are another fun analog hobby. I very much am the type of person, I do like to write and journal, and my planner is somewhere. Oh, my planner's behind me, but my planner, like I like to just kind of putz around. It's a dilly-dally feeling. You know what I mean? Like if you like to dilly-dally in life, I feel like you would enjoy having multiple different journals for different purposes and planners and things like that, because it's just like a dilly-dallying feeling. I love to dilly-dally. I love to shop and putz around, but it's like that's why I'm spending money when I like dilly-dally out in the world. So dilly-dallying within my journals, that's actually such a good connotation. And I just thought of that right now. I'm gonna have to write that down as a TikTok idea, because that correlation. But side note, for real though, before having hobbies, like one of my main things I like to do, if someone was like, oh, what do you like to do for fun? I was like, oh, shopping, TJ Maxx. I do love, to this day, girl, I love TJ Maxx. But that was like my hobby, TJ Maxx and thrifting. And those are hobbies, of course. Well, I don't know, shopping, I guess it's a hobby, yeah. Thrifting too, it's like a healthier, in my opinion, a healthier hobby. Is it good? If you're gonna spend money, it's like, okay, thrifting is a good one. But for me, those were like the only things. I liked to go to coffee shops. I liked to thrift in like Target, TJ Maxx, like Marshalls, Home Goods, like that whole thing. But then like thrifting and coffee. And like, honestly, when you become a mom, all of those things don't really happen that often. Like, I didn't have the chance to like just go and thrift whenever I wanted, nor did I have the chance to go to the coffee shop and sit there for like ever with my Bible or journals whenever I wanted anymore, you know, when you become a mom. And so I was like, seriously, for several years, I was like, I don't know what I like to do. I like to go outside, sit in the sun. Like, again, it's fine. But yeah, just my world has opened up since having hobbies. Am I doing these hobbies every day? No, absolutely not. Am I proficient, an expert, amazing, perfect in all of these hobbies? No, absolutely not. Will all of these hobbies remain with me for the rest of my life? Probably not, honestly. But for now and for the last year, these hobbies have really been just so transformative and pivotal and so fun and enjoyable, and have given me like so much more to enjoy, talk about, experience, find new people, like find new like-minded individuals, inspire friends who also maybe didn't have hobbies and now they do. Like, girl. All right, I'm looking around. Oh, my coloring book. That was what I was talking about in the beginning. My markers are still going to be falling out, but coloring, adult coloring, very stress relieving. I'm not great at it, and I feel like my perfectionistic side comes out and then I get annoyed sometimes, but it is a nice like chill thing to do. But I will say this is probably lower on my list. This is one of the first hobbies that I started with, was adult coloring books after junk journaling. But it's lower on my list now because I've incorporated a lot more that I like more. But I still do enjoy having it because, again, I can do it with my kids. I can do it while watching a show. And so she still has a place in the ranking because honestly, some of these, like, I can't do as effortlessly. Like I said, like the Sudoku, the word search, even like junk journaling. It's like I can't really do that with my kids. I can sometimes, like if the baby's sleeping or whatever, but there's other things I can do with my kids too. We do a lot of watercolor together. We do try to do like games, definitely like card games. My son's enjoying card games right now. There are things, but anyway, to do alone. A lot of these are more like alone or if I have the time kind of thing. Oh, another thing on the analog train are magazines. I have these little, they're called motherhood journals, and they're beautiful magazines. I feel like that's something that you can find often at thrift stores. These were sent to me, but and by the way, it's called the Mothering Journal if you want to like look into them. And then yeah, okay. I feel like there's more, but honestly my table, let's give you another peek. Scary. It's a little overwhelming, so my brain is kind of starting to. So I hope that this could give a little bit of inspiration to your hobby endeavors. I do think that it is just so exciting that hobbies and analog life are trending or more in the media, like living life offline. Again, yes, we know the irony. It's hilarious. I'm online. You're online watching this. But that's inevitable. We're going to be online still. It's just that can we potentially find ways to trade being chronically online for being sometimes online? You know, that's my like thought process. I'm like, I'm going to be online no matter what. That's the future. That's the rest of our lives. But do I have to be chronically online? Can I just be like occasionally online? Can I just be like somewhat online? I guess to be determined, but I do think that this is a great place to start. Just like incorporating one or two little hobbies. And if you're a mom, and do them with your kids if you need to, but also try to find time. Like when they're sleeping, if they sleep independently. I get it because I have one who doesn't sleep independently yet. So I get that nighttime is not always easy or effortless or ideal. But in the seasons where it works, let it work. Bring your kids in. And if you're not a mom, like seriously, girl, enjoy the hobbies because I really, really, really wish that I had more of them in my earlier years, in my 20s and in my pre-child life. But I'm grateful nonetheless that I have them now. And my kids also, side note, but like little story, my kids get to see mom enjoying things and being like, oh, mom. They don't call me mom because I don't let them. Mommy. They call me mommy. Mommy, can I journal with you? Mommy, can I color with you? Mommy, can we do watercolor? Can we work on your art projects? Can we do da-da-da-da? They love it and I love it. And it's so back and forth fun. And so anyway, find things that you actually like and watch your life change. Watch your life open up, okay? I hope this video was inspiring, encouraging, just what you needed to see. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.